welcome to Liberty City News Network's Sports Edition. I'm Extreme Puffendale here live at Sprunk's Happiness Island. As you can see, we're getting ready for the race event. Sprunk has been great to provide the full island of its private island, showing off, well, the Statue of Happiness. And as you see as we're panning through, you see all of Sprunk's vehicles. Sprunk had shut down all of its operations for today along with Pisswasser, and flew in every one of their vehicles, emergency teams, and everything, fully provided by the Sprunk Corporation. Even the news choppers. Sprunk shut down the whole island and only allowing the Sprunk choppers to be in the area. So we're actually in a Sprunk chopper flying over this whole area, and it's pretty amazing, pretty intense here. As you see, the whole island is completely sealed off with everything from emergency vehicles to vehicles. As we fly over there, you're going to start seeing the racers come into view right now. You see our race master, Chevy Puffendale, down here. And then you have all your racers getting ready to, well, kick off for a great race. A couple different heats here, and a few different things allow us to be a completely crazy kind of moment. Pre-race information here. We've got everyone from Team Sprunk to Team Pisswasser to Team Other. That's right. We have other teams provided in there, and we're not really too sure exactly who they're racing for. As you see, we're panning around to see the racers. A few racers' names have changed since the event started. We have Mr. McPuffendale joining us. Fizzy, which is now actually Viva Puffendale. You have Sniper G99 in the first heat. That's right, the first heat getting ready to go away. The top two winners of this race, so only 2 out of the 3, will move on to the final round, which is at the end of the day. Sprunk will be providing all refreshments, food, and everything. Thousands of people have been trying to flock to the island, and Sprunk has pretty much sealed off the island. Only people who can fit in the buildings, on the Statue of Happiness, and many other areas are allowed to be on the island. You have news choppers everywhere, but they cannot get into the site of the island, only if you're approved by Sprunk. We have our security officials down there, Trooper Hawkins, jumping in one of the Sprunk's vehicles down there with Chevy Puffendale, who is also named Dodge 175. We're flying over. As you see, our beautiful Sprunk sign provided for the race event, and we're doing the pre-flight to view the whole race venue. So this is the area where all the racers are going to be located. We're flying one of the Sprunk choppers in front of us. As you can see, perils at every corner. You have poles that you can hit. You even have, well, hot dog stands. That's right, Sprunk did not remove any of the hot dog vendor stands around the race stadium. The reason why is, well, to add a little more pizzazz to the Sprunk race event. So now we'll take you to one quick area, and then we'll jump to the start of the race. Well, the 3 racers for the beginning heat are lined up and getting ready. We're going to be shooting off the starting buzzer, basically, or the starting pistol shot. Pisswasser will be basically shooting off the first shot. The Sprunk chopper has moved out of our way so we can get a clear shot of the beginning of the race. So the race should be starting any moment now. Oh, it looks like a RPG used by Pisswasser to start the race. Well, we're going to flip the chopper around and we'll definitely take a look at this whole race area. Some technical difficulties with our chopper moving around. We see our Sprunk, beautiful sign heading there. And we're catching up to the other Sprunk approved chopper to be on the island. We're coming up and it looks like we have... Oh, a spin out! Mr. McPuffindale is spun out with Sniper G99. And it looks like Viva Puffindale has taken the lead. He's moving through the actual, well, the area right there, and going through, and moving through the sign to take first place in the beginning, first lap. We're going to keep going here. He's going. It looks like he's got a clear lead in front of everyone. I cannot believe the amount of lead he has on this race. It just clearly shows... Oh! An explosion from one of the hot dog stands doesn't even phase Viva Puffindale. I mean, he is totally in the zone. We got to speak to him before the race, and he was simply crazy. I mean, you sit there... Oh, it looks like he clipped a cop car there. But we sat there and talked to him before the race, and he's one of those people that is totally in the zone. He was focused on the race. You know, he was telling us that he's giving the race a full 110%. And he basically was smoking a cigarette. He's also part of the Redwood Cigarette Company's race team with Sprunk Corporation. And I think that that's truly the craziest thing ever. I mean, you just have this guy who's just really going crazy at everything he does. Oh, and it looks like... Oh! The Sprunk chopper almost getting hit by another Sprunk chopper. And then Viva Puffindale moving on in for the final lap. And winning the first heat, Viva Puffindale followed Mr. McPuffindale. We'll flip the chopper around right now to get a good look of the other racers. And we also see, you see Trooper Hawkins security running across. Oh, and almost being hit by Mr. McPuffindale. Looks like Mr. Hawkins is pretty good there and not dying. We flip around in a second as soon as our pilot moves us. Come on, pilot, let's go. These Sprunk drivers, I am not really too sure exactly on how they really do fly our choppers. They fly around, and there we go. On from right to left, LHR Coolman, Red Bros, and Nomads, getting ready for the next heat in the area. So as we get over here, we're going to see them get ready to take their actual practice lap to view the whole map. There you go, Trooper Hawkins escorting the people out to show them exactly where they go. We're going to go in to actually go and meet the racers and see exactly on what's going on. Hopefully they'll speak to us. I know that the racers really they're kind of getting into it, so we're going to go out. There he is, Viva Puffindale on the left, Mr. McPuffindale on the right. Apparently they're very silent men. I can't believe this. They're just not talking. Yeah, this is phenomenal. Just never speaking a word. That is how in-depth Team Sprunk is in their racing. They do not speak. They do not do anything. They just sit there and they're fully focused. They're ready for that next race coming right up. And here we go, preparing for second heat. We got our racers ready to go. Oh, and the starting, it looks like it almost hit our chopper. Alright, a little flip around here, and we'll go and follow the racers. Definitely the Pisswasser people are probably a little drunk. Oh, and it looks like a spin out right here. We got No Mods and LHR Coolman pretty much going neck and neck, spinning around circles. And here you go, Red Bros taking the lead in a early lead. Oh, exploding explosions. And oh, it looks like he is flipped. He is flipped. Oh, he's recovering from that flip. And he's back, and he's still in the lead, but here comes No Mods on an early... Oh, and he rams him. I can't believe this. The amount of craziness, and there goes No Mods sliding into a Sprunk security truck. Red Bros still in the lead here. Moving on to, well, push for the win. That's right. We're getting here, pushing through, and it looks like nothing really attacking at all. Nothing coming close. Oh, explosion! No Mods pretty much hitting another exploding hot dog stand. You know, we got to talk to Red Bros right before the race, and all you hear from these Team Sprunk guys is pretty much that how they give 110%, and they don't really talk during the race. Looks like we've got a slight delay in the race. It looks like we might have an issue. Let's go check it out. Yep, I'm getting it right here. A issue on the race area. It looks like LHR Coolman had flipped and they got him fixed up. They're moving him back into the actual staggered start. Yeah, I'm not really too certain about why they're starting him exactly in a line again, you know, when Red Bros is clearly in front. But, you know, definitely Pisswasser knows what they're doing. So, oh, here we go, there we go. We're getting a report down from the bottom area. They are being fixed. It looks like some confusion. Team Sprunk is basically yelling about this because you have us just going. And it looks like a little confusion there. LHR Coolman cutting off basically not Red Bros, No Mods. And Red Bros still in the lead, having a huge lead. Once again, there's Coolman coming up in the rear. Looks like he's definitely going to hit him from the rear end there. He's going for it. Oh, and it's exploding hot dog stand right under us. Kind of crazy. There we go. Red Bros coming in, taking the turn a little too slow, and being pit maneuvered by LHR Coolman. But the officials are saying, let it go. Yeah, that's what we're getting from the ground level. Let it go. So No Mods taking the lead there, and another. Looks like this guy, this Coolman guy, I don't know, he's trying to pit maneuver. Oh, he hit him again. I think that this guy just thinks too much like a cop. I don't know. It's crazy. Because I think that maybe he needs to learn how to race. Proper etiquette there. Oh, another explosion! Oh, craziness. At every turn, you have this Sprunk course just completely riddled with amazingness. Oh, and a spin out into the Pisswasser truck. That's going to kill some time. And coming in the beginning, you have No Mods and LHR Coolman. We move into area over here, and we see the racers. You still see those two racers fully committed. Red Bros coming in and getting ready. He's basically, from what I'm told down at this area, he is just ecstatic on what has happened down there. And I don't understand exactly what has gone on. Team Sprunk will recover, though. As you see, there are two other racers, some of their main racers, taking the area over there. And they hit, there you go, a slight hit into LHR Coolman, showing the true feelings down in the stadium. So we move over, and we're going to see this beginning of the start of the final Sprunk Cup race. We got Trooper Hawkins taking on security, making sure the race is going to be clear for the area so the racers can fully get ready. Actually, Well, race. That's right. Here we go, getting ready to start the race. We got every racer lined up, all 4 of them left. And there's the starting RPG. Here goes the chopper flipping around again. We're going to get back into the race here. We're flipping, dodging the Sprunk sign. And here we go. Out in the beginning lead, LHR Coolman. To be honest, there's a lot of, from what I'm getting from down in the area, a lot of the people are screaming and raving about some things that have happened down there. We're not really too sure. Mr. McPuffindale on his ass, just trying to push and push and push to try and get closer and get him out of there. It's not Team Sprunk's mentality to really, go after someone, and really attack. But, I wouldn't put it past Team Sprunk to actually do it and take it. Because Team Sprunk, they're unpredictable, but they are... they are very ethical, though. I don't believe that they will do something stupid. Oh, looks like we've stopped. I think we have a crash. That's right. Viva Puffindale looks like might be a little injured. We're flipping back around. I'm going to go see exactly what has happened and what has transpired back here. Looks like an accident over here, leaving Viva Puffindale kind of out of his vehicle. There we go. We got Viva Puffindale getting back to his vehicle, and the car will be, looks like, reset. I'm not really too sure what's going on here. Here we go. We got our racers coming back. They're going to get ready to re-line up. There we go. That's what's going on. They're Pisswasser's CEO, who's also race master, Chevy Puffindale's down there, and he's resetting the racers once again to get them all going back into full race mentality. Here we go, we're getting ready for the next beginning of our race. The restart of, well, the final laps. Alright. And there's Chevy Puffindale, also known as Dodge 175, screaming at LHR Coolman down there, telling him, you better abide by the rules and stop hitting our racers and pit maneuvering them. This is not a police chase. These are the Team Sprunk and Team Pisswasser racers, and whether you're representing some other who knows what, you need to actually pay attention. So that's pretty much the gist of what's going on. There we go, we got the start of the race going up. And already we have Mr. McPuffindale flipped backwards. I'm not really too certain there exactly what happened. We'll have to take a look at the replay there in a second. We got LHR Coolman in a early lead once again. And you got No Mods and Viva Puffindale fighting off for number 2. Oh! Viva Puffindale's spinning. Oh, he's good. He's recovered. There we go. LHR Coolman having a huge lead, wondering exactly how they're going to stop him. So we definitely got a big lead in front of here, and I'm not really too certain what's going to happen, but I can tell you this. If he wins, Team Sprunk might not be too thrilled, and you never know. Team Sprunk, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain what's going to happen here, because Team Sprunk is definitely going to have a fun time with this. Oh, and here we come. We're coming around. And he's still got that lead. You see Red Bros just lining up. He's probably fuming, revving his engine right there at that point. And we got him going. We're following as close as possible to the Sprunk. The Sprunk Corporation chopper pilots are pretty well versed on what to do in these races. We're flying very low to the actual area. And you see us just falling. There's Viva Puffendale coming up really quickly to take on and possibly take the first place. Here we go. Red, LHR Coolman taking the spot. Viva Puffendale right behind him still. You can't see him behind the camera because we're falling as quick as possible. Moving the camera will make you probably seasick because of how fast it's going to look. So we're going to try and pan. Oh, can't pan enough because of the speed we're going. Going. Here's LHR Coolman once again. Going in for the beginning. Looks like he slammed into another vehicle down there. I'm not really too sure what's going on. I think that might call for some... That's right, they're calling for some kind of disqualification from there. Team Sprunk is just in an outrage, but I think that they're still going to just ignore it. LHR Coolman... Ooh, I don't know, he's still in the lead. Looks like something went on there. Oh, and it looks like Viva Puffendale has passed LHR Coolman, taking in the beginning of first place. That's right, first place is now Viva Puffendale. I believe we're coming up to actually the next roundabout here. There shouldn't be any kind of issues on the field. Coming around. Oh, explosion! Viva Puffendale just going through. I mean, these guys are fully committed. I have never seen a team that well working together. The Puffendales, with the Sprunk Corporation, the Puffendales in general are so committed and so focused on everything they do. I've never seen anyone ever that focused on what exactly they do. So we're coming around again on one of our biggest turns here, which usually has that hot dog stand. Oh, and no explosion. That's good. Here we go, coming around. We see some choppers off in the distance here. Flipping around. And again, going through. Seems to be working very well. I don't see anything really causing any issues here with Viva Puffendale. He seems to be going at a good rate, good pace. Oh, he's looking like he's gonna lap Nomads. So we're coming around again. It looks like, yep, he is right on Nomads to lap him. This is going to be crazy. This is one of the final laps. He's going to try and actually pass Nomads. So there you go. You see actually a race lobby name. A list of our racers going through. Here we go. We're coming around a final turn. Viva Puffendale going. And he's pushing through. Still. So, final lap we got here. We're going through. Looks like Nomads does not want Viva Puffendale to pass. Oh, explosion! Nomads letting him... Oh, he's getting it. He's getting through. And I think that's it, folks. He has passed Nomads and moving towards to win the final lap. There we go for the final video of Sprunk's race day celebration. Sprunk's final winners, Viva Puffendale along with Mr. McPuffendale in second place. We're getting a lot of interesting things here. A lot of people saying a lot of things about their LHR Coolman, and I think he's calling for kind of a recount or review of the race tapes. I don't know what's going on there, but we're calling it, folks, here in Liberty City News Network. Your winner, Viva Puffendale, followed second place with Mr. McPuffendale. So that's what we're calling, folks. it seems there's still some confusion. People are kind of arguing. We're trying to get the racers back lined up. From what I can tell, they're being lined back up to talk about something. Team Pisswasser is taking the lead. Pisswasser's owner, which is Chevy Puffendale, he's down there. He's talking to some different officials from Sprunk and a few other companies. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. I'm not really too certain exactly what is really doing or what's really happening down there. So we're just going to keep hovering over here. You see a beautiful list of all of our racers in line right there. And I think that's truly what makes a difference here, is because you have a good list of what's going on. Yeah, let's continue on. Oh, looks like we're moving up. I'm getting word of... That's right, wait. Actually, I am. I'm getting word of Pisswasser. That's right. Here we go. This is what's going on, folks. Pisswasser has thrown out another $10,000 prize on top of everything that's going on. So, Sprunk's already dumped about $10,000, $5,000, and $2,500. Now you have another $10,000 prize from Pisswasser for one big lap with every racer involved. We go down to this area, and as you can see, you have your racers lined up. You have Mr. McPuffendale and everyone all raced up. You see security clearing the area, making sure the crowd is good. And Pisswasser's secret event for the race start is about to begin. Oh, and we're off. And kind of a pile up there, as you can see. We have, what is that, Sniper G99 taking a early lead with Viva Puffendale, Fizzy, and LHR Coolman right there behind him. It's pushing. Oh, and looks like, I couldn't tell who hit who there. I think it was probably a mix of that hot dog stand, exploding cars, and everyone else. And it looks like, Sniper G99 pushed out in the area. LHR Coolman and Mr. McPuffendale sliding into each other, while Viva Puffendale takes another lead. It definitely goes to show you who's one of the great drivers that Team Sprunk has in their possession here. Team Sprunk is proud to have Viva Puffendale there, along with Mr. McPuffendale right there behind him, and LHR Coolman in third. And exploding kind of stalls him for a second, but he's got it. He's still focused. Yeah, I don't see any issues here with this race. It's not a very long race. It's going to go really quickly. I believe it's only a couple laps. So we're getting confusion throughout the whole system here. You just have so much confusion going on from the officials. They didn't really expect Pisswasser to do this. So Pisswasser's eccentric CEO, which is Chevy Puffendale, just completely going out of the way. But you have, LHR Coolman almost getting ran over by the beginning race. Looks like his car has flipped in the ocean. There's no stopping this race. Pisswasser says continue on. Rules are anything goes at this point. So Viva Puffendale still going down there. Looks like we got a chopper down in the water. I wonder what happened down there. I'm sure we'll get some news stories later about that. We're coming around another turn, and you still got Viva Puffendale fully in the lead. He's going around. LHR Coolman is still on the sidelines there, just watching it. Sliding, going through. Ooh, almost a perfect slide through that area, and through the area. Going through. Mr. McPuffendale back there, but I mean, it is a dramatic lead right now. There he is, coming out of nowhere, Mr. McPuffendale, just out of full of nowhere. I don't even understand that one. Right on his tail. This is the final lap, and they are going at it head-and-head. Either way, Team Sprunk wins, but it looks like that is yep, that's the signal for the final lap. This is the final lap. Sorry about that, folks. A little confusion there. But we're moving around, and you got still Viva Puffendale or Fizzy moving forward, and then you got Mr. McPuffendale right on him, trying to get the final win. That's right. Whoever wins this wins the Pisswasser Challenge, and if Viva Puffendale wins, that means he wins both of the races. It looks like a clear victory for Viva Puffendale, along with Mr. McPuffendale and Team Sprunk. Well, this race is brought to you by the Sprunk Corporation, along with others. We thank you for tuning in, Liberty City News Network, the Sports Edition, and have a great night.